This is your gentle yoga flow. Now come to your hands and knees for your cat-cow stretch. Take a deep breath in to prepare and exhale to round the spine. Inhale to raise the chest up, send the tailbone up to the ceiling, and exhale to round the spine. Inhale, arching the chest and the tailbone up to the ceiling. And exhale, press the hands and knees into the floor to round the back. Inhaling, open the chest. And exhale to round the spine. Last one, chest up, and then find your neutral spine. Now, slide the right fingertips forward and the left toes back. Pull the elbow and the knee together round the spine and reaching out long. Elbow and knee comes together, rounding the back, and extend long, eye line past the fingertips. One more, rounding the spine, and extend, and then come back to the center. Other side, left fingertips and right toes slide out long. Exhale, round the spine, and inhale, lengthen from fingertips to toes. Exhale, round, and inhale to reach. Last time, really pull that elbow and knee towards one another, rounding the spine and reaching out long, and then place the hands and knees down. Now curl the toes under and press back to your first downward dog. Maybe walk the feet a little bit to stretch out the calves, trying to reach the heels towards the floor, pressing the palms into the floor. Now place the knees down and push back for a little child's pose stretch. Take deep breaths into the back of your chest. From here, come back to 4-point kneeling, curl the toes under and press back to your downward dog. Now lift the right leg up towards the sky, fold the heel towards your bottom, hold it there for a moment, feeling the stretch in that quadricep, then reach the leg back up, rising up onto the left heel and step the right leg all the way through. Uncurl the back toes and then raise the chest up, coming up onto your fingertips. Just spend a moment here lowering the hips, raising the chest. And then place the palms back down. Curl the back toes back under. And pressing back to your downward facing dog, grounding the heels. Now lift the left leg up, fold the heel in towards your bottom. Feel the stretch in the thigh muscle. Send the leg back up, rise up onto the right toes, step the left leg all the way through between your hands. Uncurl the back toes, lower the knee and lift your chest up towards the sky. Deep breaths, lowering the pelvis towards the floor. Then curl the back toes back under and press all the way back to your downward facing dog. Now raise the right leg up again, fold the heel towards your bottom. Extend the leg back up, rise up onto the left toes, step the right foot outside of your right hand this time. Uncurl the back toes and just lower the pelvis down to the floor. If you can, come onto the elbows, lower down onto the elbows, otherwise just stay up on your palms. Gently rock from side to side, feeling the opening in the hips. Now whether you're on the hands or the elbow, open the right arm up to the ceiling, rotating your chest, looking past your top fingertips, and breathe here, gently easing the pelvis down towards the floor. Then bring that arm back down. If you're not already on the palms, come up onto the palms, curl the back toes under, and step all the way back into your downward facing dog. Now raise the left leg up, fold the heel in towards your bottom. Extend the leg back up, rising up onto the right toes. Step the left foot to the outside of your left hand. Uncurl the back toes and lower the pelvis towards the floor. Again, if you can come to the elbows, lower down onto the elbows, otherwise just stay up on your straight arms. Rocking from side to side. And then take your rotation stretch. The left arm reaches up to the ceiling, opening the chest up to the ceiling and looking up past your left fingertips, gently easing the pelvis closer to the mat. Then bring that arm back. Come back up onto the palms if you're not already there. Curl the back toes under, stepping back to your downward facing dog, and take a moment again to ground the heels into the floor here. For our first flow, raise the right leg up again, fold the heel in towards your bottom. Extend the leg back up, rising up onto the left toes, step the right foot all the way through between your hands, place the back heel down, turning the foot out, and then lift up into Warrior One. If you've got your balance, you can look up past your fingertips, otherwise just keep focusing straight ahead and just deepen the lunge on that front leg. Draw the abdominals in and try and square the hips to the front of the mat. Place the hands back down. Step the foot all the way back into a long plank position. Lower the knees and then slowly lower your body all the way down. Press with the arms to lift the chest up to the ceiling. Come down through 4-point kneeling. Curl the toes under and we're back in our downward facing dog. Other side. Lift the left leg up. Fold the heel in towards your bottom. Extend that leg back up, rising up onto the right toes. Step the left foot all the way through. Turn the back leg out, place the heel down, and rising up into your Warrior One. Palms come together, and again, if you've got your balance, you can look up to the thumbs, otherwise just look straight ahead. Deepen the lunge over that front leg. Draw the abdominals in and square the hips to the front of the mat. Place the hands back down, either side of your front foot, step back into the high plank, lower the knees down, lower the body all the way down to the floor, pressing the chest up for upward facing dog. Come back to 4-point kneeling, curl the back toes under and press back to your downward facing dog. Continuing on with the flow, raise the right leg back up and fold the heel in towards your bottom. Extend that leg back up, rise up onto the left toes, step the right foot all the way through, place the back heel down again and rise up to your Warrior One. Now open the hips and shoulders to the side of the mat. Stretch your front arm forward, your back arm over the back foot, and then deepen the lunge. Eyeline looks at your front fingertips. Abdominals drawing in. Place the hands back down, either side of the front foot, step back to the high plank, lower the knees down, lower the body towards the mat, and then press up for your upward facing dog, eyes looking up at the ceiling. Come back to 4-point kneeling, curl the toes under, and press back to downward facing dog. Other side. Left leg rises up to the sky, fold the heel in towards your bottom. Extend the leg back up, rise up onto the right toes, step the left foot all the way through, place the back heel down, arms rise up to Warrior One. Then open your hips to the sides of the mat. Eyeline goes over the front arm, deepen the lunge a little bit more, abdominals drawing in for balance. And then place the hands back down either side of the front foot, step back into the high plank, place the knees down, slowly lower the body all the way down, press the chest up to the ceiling, push back through the 4-point kneeling, curl the toes under and push back into your downward facing dog. Remember, you can lower down to child's pose for a rest at any point. Continuing on with the flow. Raise the right leg back up to the sky, fold the heel in towards your bottom. Extend the leg back up, rising up onto the left toes, step the right foot all the way through and lower the back heel down to the mat, rising up through your warrior one. Opening the hips and the shoulders to warrior two. This time place the back hand down on your back leg. Raise the front arm up to the ceiling, looking up at the fingertips, and then take a high back bend over your back leg. Lifting up through the front side of your body, deepening the lunge a little bit further over the front leg. Deep breaths here. Then place the hands back down either side of your front foot, step back to the high plank, lowering the knees to the floor. Slowly lower the body down, pressing the body up to upward facing dog, eyes up to the ceiling. Come back through 4-point kneeling, curl the toes under, press back into your downward facing dog. Other side, left leg rises up to the ceiling, fold it in towards your bottom. Extend that leg back up, rising up onto the right toes, step the foot all the way between the front hands, back heel goes down and rise up to warrior one. Now open the hips and the shoulders to warrior two. Place the back hand down on the back leg. Front arm goes up to the ceiling and take a high back bend, gazing up past your fingertips. Deepen the lunge on the front leg a little bit more and take deep breaths into that left side of your body, feeling the stretch. Then place the hands back down either side of your front foot, step back to the high plank, place the knees down on the floor, slowly lower the body down with control, press the chest up to the ceiling for upward facing dog. Passing through the 4-point kneeling, curl the toes under and press back once more into downward facing dog. Spend a few moments here in downward facing dog, pressing the heels down, then lower the knees down to the floor and press all the way back into child's pose. Take a couple of deep breaths into the back of your chest. Let's move on to some seated poses now. Now let's come to a seated position with your legs out long in front of you, sitting up tall out of the lower back. If you feel a bit tight in the hips, bend the knees a little bit. Now, bend the right knee, folding it all the way in, place the heel close to your sit bone. Rotate that leg out to the side, placing the knee down, reaching up to the ceiling, and then lengthen yourself forward over the front leg. Take hold of maybe the calf if you can reach, possibly the toes. If you can wrap your hands all the way around the bottom of your foot, wrap it around, and then lengthen your spine to fold forward towards the leg. Remember, it's not important to reach your foot. What is important that you are lengthening your spine forward over your front leg. Take deep breaths here and just try and relax your body forward over that front leg. Now lengthen the spine to recover and sit all the way back up. Bring that knee back in front of you and slide that leg long. Fold the left leg in, place the heel close to your sit bone. Rotate that leg out. Reach the arms up to the ceiling and lengthen to fold your body. Again, maybe take hold of your calf, your foot, or perhaps wrap the hands all the way around the bottom of your foot. Lengthen the spine to fold forward. Deep breaths here, allowing the weight of your body just to melt down over the front leg. Then raise the spine back up to recover all the way to seated. Fold that leg back in front of you and slide it out long alongside the other leg. Let's move on to our seated angle pose. Bend both legs in, placing the soles of the feet together, and lengthen up through your spine. Keeping hold of the ankles, Lengthen forward over your legs and then round your spine, bringing the crown of your head towards the soles of your feet. Breathe here in this position, just allowing your spine to round and your crown of your head to reach closer towards the mat. Relax the neck and shoulders. And then lengthen your spine to recover to seated. Bring the knees together and slide the legs back out. Now, roll onto your back. Bending the knees, place the feet on the mat. Move your arms a little bit wider than the mat and bring the knees up towards your chest. From here, rotate your knees and hips over towards the right, keeping the knees together, and rotate the head over to the left. Take deep breaths here, just gently easing that left shoulder down towards the mat and just allowing the weight of your legs to rotate your spine. Try and keep the knees and ankles together. Now draw the abdominals in to return to the center and rotate to the other side. Lower the knees and ankles towards the floor and turn the head in the opposite direction to the right. Try and keep the knees and ankles glued together and gently ease that right shoulder down in towards the mat. Take deep breaths here into the twist. And then draw the abdominals in to return the legs back to the center and place the feet back down on the mat. Move the feet hip width apart. Bridge the hips up. Clasp the hands below your bottom and walk your shoulders towards one another until you are on the fleshy part of your upper arm. Now press the hips a little bit higher and raise your chest up towards the ceiling. Make sure your knees don't fall open to the side and really engage the bottom and the hamstrings to press the hips up. Then walk the shoulders back out from under you and roll the spine down. Bend the knees into your chest, hugging them in tight, and then just lay the head down and relax. Now place the feet back down. Slide the legs back out a little bit wider than the mat. Place your hands down by your sides, flipping the palms up to the ceiling. And close your eyes for a last Shavasana relaxation. Bring your awareness into your toes and just completely relax the muscles of your toes. Bring your awareness to the muscles of your ankles and calves and completely relax those muscles. Bring the awareness up to the muscles of your thighs, the front and the back of the thighs, and just completely relax and release. Now bring the attention to the muscles of your abdominals and your lower back and completely relax and release. Allow the tension to melt away. Now bring the attention to the muscles of your chest and your shoulders. Completely release and relax these muscles. Bring your attention to the muscles of your arms all the way down through the palms into the fingertips and completely relax. Now bring the attention into the muscles of your neck and throat and just completely soften and relax these muscles. Finally, bring the attention to the muscles of your face all the way up and over your scalp and completely relax. Relax the mouth, the cheeks, the nose, the eyes, and the forehead. In this state of complete relaxation, take deep breaths, just listening to the inhale and listening to the exhale. Spend a few moments here just focusing on the breath and feeling the complete relaxation from your toes all the way to the crown of your head. And when you're ready, just bring the awareness back into the toes and the fingers, wiggling them gently, bringing movement back into the body. When you're ready, take the arms up overhead for a nice long stretch. Bending the knees and rolling over onto your right side. Spend a few moments here just staying with the breath. And when you feel ready, just help yourself up to a seated position. And that was your gentle yoga flow.